Hey everyone, it is Thursday. Crazy. I went to bed last night. I had like 6 or 7 orders. And then I woke up to like 7 more orders that doubled overnight. As of right now, I'm looking at 23 orders I'm trying to get out here today. I got 2 that came in, but they don't need to go out until tomorrow, so I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. We're looking at about almost $550 in sales going out here. Let's see. Patton DVD sold for $3.64, which is crazy because it was in my way the other day, and it sells. I sold 3 bottles of Into the Night Bath and Body Works, I believe. Yeah. 3 of those sold for $30. $10 a bottle. Crazy. I think that is a discontinued scent. Sold a Disney Vinylmation. These little guys. This one's still in the box, obviously. This is Big Eyes, and those eyes belong to Buzz Lightyear. That sold for $9.47. I sold a yearbook from 1985. Catch the Husky Spirit, somewhere in Iowa, I believe. Nope, Albuquerque, New Mexico. I have 2 of these books. That sold for, it's a Christian high school, $10.62. Sold another Vinylmation. This one is, you can only get this one as being a pass holder to Disney. I don't think they gave it to you. You had to buy it, but you can only buy it if you're a pass holder. This is Series 3. It's a balloon in a balloon. So you see some balloons and stuff. It's a little dusty. It's been sitting on the shelf for quite a while. That sold for $10.16. I sold another pen, but this one's a Walmart pen. This is Modular Team. I guess the people that put together the shelves inside of Walmart. That sold for $8.09. Back to Brooklyn, trade paperback. This is the guy who's done The Boys, Garth Ennis, a bunch of other really crazy stuff. Independent book that he put out. Sold for $9.47. Then I had some people take advantage of my current CD sale. Really raking it in. Somebody bought 2 copies of Bobby Rush for $11.98 for these 2 CDs of his. Then somebody just bought a single copy of this one, which blended in. It took me like 5 minutes to find this CD. 30 Seconds to Mars, A Beautiful Life. Then I sold a VHS tape. This is from that horror collection that I got. This is Hell on Earth 2. It's kind of like one of those self-published. It's in a clamshell. That sold for $59.99. So $60 for a VHS tape. That is insane. Then I sold a copy of Jack O and Friends. Very scandalous with that half-naked gal on the cover. That sold for $28.19. And then a Blu-ray of John Carpenter's Vampires. This is Vinegar Syndrome? No, this is a Scream Factory. That sold for $19.99. Then another CD lot here. This guy bought 4 CDs for his collection. Looks like he got Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit single. Then a copy of Lacuna Coil. Never heard of that. And Neil Shashan, The Voice. And Depeche Mode, Personal Jesus. Maxi single, I guess you want to call this one, because it's got more than 4 songs on it, but it's not a complete like 12 songs. So that sold that lot for $21.90. This is insane. So me and Jen went to go pick a thing, and I was looking around. He's getting ready to throw a bunch of stuff away, and I saw like a bin full of toys, and I saw this piece, and I was like, I know this is gotta be something from the 80s that's gotta be valuable, even though it's a little discolored and everything. I just couldn't place it. Finally found it. Was to a toy line called Supernaturals. There's supposed to be a hologram here that's missing, but this goes to a piece that is like one of the rarest pieces, like the holy grail of that toy line. It's like a dragon. That piece sells from anywhere from like $100 to $300 depending on how complete it is. So this is just one piece that goes to it. If it had the hologram and it wasn't discolored, I probably could have got $100 just for this piece. But in this condition, I decided to go ahead and list it for $40. Just because it's discolored, it's missing the hologram. But there's going to be somebody who has that piece, wants this as a placeholder until they can find it. Because only this piece on its own, I looked in the last 3 years, has only popped up for sale 3 times. So that's like once per year. So if you're looking for parts for this, you're not going to find it on eBay very often. So I figured there's going to be somebody who's going to snag this up right away. As soon as I listed it, somebody sent me an offer for $30, and I said, I'll do 35. And he's like, oh no, I'm at 30. I'm like, all right, fine. And then 2 days later, it sold for my full asking price. So I know it was a rare piece, and I told him, hey, even though it's in bad condition, it's discolored, it's a very hard piece to find. And he's just, I'm at $30. So I'm listening, all right, well, you're going to miss out. Then I sold a copy of The Cult for $5.99. Then a copy of Between the Trees. They sold for $4.85. I sold a teacup and saucer, the matching saucers. We got some butterflies on the saucer here, not on the cup, I don't believe. That sold for $13.94. And I sold a copy of Sponge. That sold for $5.99. Just marked down all my lipsticks. They've been listed for over 6 months now, so I sold some more. This 2 pairs sold for $8.99. I believe I had those originally at $9.99, so somebody saved them some money waiting to buy them. Soundtracks do well, like I said. Fast Times Ridgemont High soundtrack sold $5.57. I might have to try and pick up more Spanish music because it seems to be doing really well, even though I have no idea what music it is. Jose Pena Solazo, La Banda Gordita, Tuto Marie Aguala. I'm probably butchering that. I'm so sorry, but this sold for $5.57. This was a cool piece. Came in a flat with a bunch of other stuff. It's like a beer stein, but it's kind of like a buzz ball. You've seen them big buzz balls. That sold for $27.89. So I must have just dropped the price on that. I didn't think that had been listed that long, but maybe it has been. And then finally, I sold a copy of Nirvana's Bleach album. This ended up selling for $12.99. This is one of the harder to find Nirvana CDs. So that's everything I got to try and get packed out here today. So keep hustling, everyone.